You're welcome everyone today to my live. So today's welcome you all to today's powerful and potentially life-changing section. Yes, and if you're feeling tired and if you're feeling tired all the time, battling with joint pain, bloating, weight gain, even though you know you're eating healthy, you know, but you're already struggling with your weight. You have this you're having brain tumor, or should I say brain fog? Not brain tumor, it's brain fog. You know, poor skin, bloating, a lot of them. There is a hidden culprit at work here. And that hidden culprit is what we call inflammation and chronic inflammation. Yes, it's called chronic inflammation. Please, if today is the first time you're coming to my live, if today is the first time you're joining us live, you're welcome. Please do well to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And please try to stay till the end of this session. I promise you that your time will be worthwhile. You're not going to regret coming to today's live session. I promise you. I still remain your favorite nurse, you know, your favorite health practitioner, your favorite coach about resetting your body naturally. You know, everything we do in this, everything I teach or we talk in this our live show is all about how you can naturally reset your body, how you can naturally live healthy. So you all are welcome. And without wasting much of our time, I would like to dive into the topic of the day. So today we'll be talking about a wonderful topic. Yes, a topic that people often neglect, and that is inflammation nation. Yes, inflammation nation. Even the topic itself is it's power filled. Inflammation nation. So today I'm going to giving us natural, seven surprising food. You know, seven surprising food that is fueling pain, weight gain, and fatigue. And I'll also tell you what to eat instead. So stay tuned. Grab your biro, or if you are using your phone notepad, grab your phone notepad, then jot some things down for reference purposes. So, inflammation. What is inflammation? Inflammation is your body's natural defense. You know, it helps you heal from injury or infections. But when it becomes chronic, chronic triggered by what we eat, breathe, or think, it becomes the root cause of nearly every modern disease. Examples of those modern diseases are heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune conditions, and even cancer. Yes, and even cancer. But here is the good news. Here is the good news. You can actually reverse it. You can actually reverse all these things naturally. There is a natural remedy. There is there is a way that you can naturally reverse all this. and make it right. And I'm going to show you exactly how you are going to do that on this live show. So I urge you to please try and stay to the end of this video. Try to watch, even if you're watching the recap, maybe you're watching the after video, maybe after the live stream, you're not able to join us during live stream and you're watching the after video. Please try to watch to the end, because you don't know where your healing will come from. You don't know if the part you're skipping away is actually where the main talk is coming. You don't know if the part you're scrolling away is where you will receive your healing, or is where you're being talked to directly. So I urge us to please, I urge you to please stay to the end of this video, and at the end, I promise you, you're gonna go home with you're going to learn something beautiful and nice today about your health. So we I will start by asking, or by explaining to us what chronic inflammation is all about. Yes, this chronic inflammation that we're talking about, what is it all about? So this chronic inflammation is like, a slow burning fire. It's like a slow burning fire that, that is hidden inside your body. Unlike a fever, unlike when you're having fever, or maybe when your ankle is swollen, it doesn't show up. Like, it doesn't show up clearly. It hides behind symptoms. That's what chronic inflammation is. It doesn't show. It hides inside, you know, behind symptoms. Symptoms like fatigue. Symptoms like digestive issues, weight gain, brain fog, mood swings, and skin problems. So that's where chronic inflammation, those are the symptoms where it hides behind. So it's unlike when when you're having fever. If someone touches you, the person can actually ascertain that you're having a fever. Or maybe when your ankle is swollen, or maybe when you injure yourself, or you have a scratch on your body, someone can actually see that okay, oh, this person actually have injury, or this person sustained injury, or this person is having a fever. But in the case of this chronic inflammation, you cannot see them. It hides behind some symptoms. It hides behind some symptoms that you can't see. That is not clear for the eyes to see, except you notice them through these symptoms. And they are triggered by food, by the food we eat, you know, toxins, stress, and even lack of sleep. The kind of food you eat triggers triggers inflammations, chronic inflammations. If you are not getting enough sleep, it triggers inflammation. If you're being stressed out, if you are not having enough rest, if you're not giving your body rest, it triggers inflammations. So, but it can also be handled. Yes, you can actually handle it. So how do you handle it? You can handle it by what you eat, by how you move, and what we remove from our lives. So without wasting much of our time or trying to beat around the bush, I'm going to dive into, telling us the 7 food, or should I say the 7, just as our topic said, the 7 surprising food that, triggered weight gain, triggered chronic inflammations, you know, um, fatigue, and the rest of them. So I'm going to share with us the 7 surprising food that is fueling, pain, weight gain, fatigue, and then the rest of them. And I'll also tell you the ones you should eat instead. So the number one there is sugar. Every day we talk about almost all this topic, almost all these things are centered in are always going in one direction. This which simply tells us that if we want to live healthy, if we want to live a healthy life, that we actually need to do what? To run away from all those things. Because when we talk about how to boost our immunity, we talk about you abstaining from sugar. We talk about how to conceive naturally, still talk about sugar. Most of all the topics that we've been handling ever since we started here, most of them are all going in one direction, talking about sugar, talking about being hydrated, talking about poor sleep, talking about having rest, talking about exercise, and a whole lot of them. They are all going in one direction, which comes down to tell us that for us to live a healthy life or for us to be healthy, we need to avoid this kind of a thing. We need to avoid all this kind of food for us to live a healthy life. So the number one inflammation triggers, are refined sugar. The number one thing that triggers inflammation, they are refined sugar. It spikes up your insulin levels. It feeds bad gut bacteria and even damage your cells. That is to tell you how bad the sugar is, refined sugar is to your body and to your health generally. So sources of those refined sugars, we have soda. Sodas like carbonated drinks. These things are, I don't know. To me, when I see someone taking minerals, I'm looking at the person like the person is drinking sugar. Like you just carry cup or you carry plastic, pour water inside, then carry sugar, like pack sugar, not just one key, pack like 20 or 30 cubes of sugar inside it, then put color and start and put what's it called? Let's say artificial coloration color, and then start drinking it. That's how I see someone that is taking carbonated drinks. Because I try to, when I look at that, I will just be like, this person is actually killing his or herself. Because you might not actually understand it. The person might not actually understand the health risk that he or she is putting his or herself in. But in the years to come, the person will get to realize that, okay, the choice I made while I was a youth or the choice I made over the years is what is actually affecting him or her at the old age. If you can, if you can, please avoid taking carbonated drinks. It has no health benefit at all. And that sugar, I don't know what the kind of sugar they packed in it that will make you, after taking it, you still have the feeling to drink more. You see somebody okay, there was one program, yeah. So it was not actually, so there was one wedding, yeah. I was invited at one. I was invited for one ceremony like that. It was actually a wedding of one of my friend. Yes. So I went. So I saw, it gets to the point they are sharing food and drinks. So there was this particular woman that they passed her They didn't give her drink. You understand? So they gave the person that was beside her. So along the line, when the person that was sharing the food, the drink, went to get more, it happened that drink has finished. Come and see fight that day. There was like the fight was, it was something else. The woman was nearly like she wanted to run mad, like she wanted to naked people there just because she was, she wasn't able to get, they were not able to give her drink. So what am I saying in essence? Taking too much of or consuming too much carbonated drink, I see no reason why somebody should be fighting or struggling over you not being given sugar, because there is no health benefit in that. So I see no reason why somebody should be fighting over that. I see no reason why somebody should be, struggling, fighting just because you were not able because they didn't give you sugar. Let me just put it that way. Because to me, I'm just seeing that thing as someone that is consuming raw sugar. When I see someone taking carbonated drink, especially these elderly men and women that, at their age, they don't actually need too much sugar. If it's let's say a child, a growing child now, I'll just be like, okay, fine. At this age, this child needs sugar. You understand? This child needs glucose. Let me not use the word sugar. This child needs glucose to support his or her growth. But seeing an adult that, at his or her age, he or she doesn't need to consume a lot of sugar, then seeing that adult consuming too much sugar, what do you think that will happen to the person's health? The person is actually killing him or herself. So what I'm trying to say here is this: too much intake of sugar do you no good. It damages and it kills you. So the earlier we get this point, the better for us. So sodas like sugary cereals, flavored yogurt, pastries, and the rest of them, and candy, they are not healthy for us. They are not healthy for us. You can actually replace these things now. You can actually replace them with fresh fruit. Like that old woman that was busy dragging mineral to drink. Instead of her taking that, she can actually replace it with fresh fruit, because that is what she needs. So instead of you consuming soda every day, instead of you filling your gut with too much sugar, why not feed it with something healthier, something natural, something that will, help your gut health? Why not feed it with something natural and something more beneficial to you, like fresh fruits, raw honey? You can actually replace them with raw honey, but let the honey be in moderation. Too much of everything, excess of everything is actually not good. So you can actually replace them with raw honey in moderation, instead of feeding yourself with too much sugar. You can actually go with dates. You can actually replace them with dates or dark chocolate. 70% plus coca. So please, let's whatever we are doing, always try to, just as I said, always try to make everything in moderation. Too much of everything is still not good. So if you are choosing to eat healthy, please try to make everything in moderation. Another thing is that you can start by checking labels. Maybe you went to the supermarket. I've actually talked about this particular one too. Yeah, I think in one of my videos I've talked about this. You can actually check the labels of the things you're going to get in the market. You know, the labels. Sometimes sugar hides under names. Yes, I've talked about this. Sugar hide under names like dextrose. All those things that end with OSE. dextrose. You might get a product at the supermarket. Looking at the nutritional content, you see where they write maybe dextrose, or let's say maltose, OSC, ending with OSC, corn syrup, and even fructose. A whole lot of them, glucose, ending OSE, etc. There are plenty of them. So always check labels when you get to supermarket to shop. This will also help you to know what you're buying, to know if you're actually buying sugar in disguise. Sugar in disguise with big grammar. They will pack it and then use big grammar to confuse you. Another number two number two food that we should avoid, number two thing that we should avoid, number two thing that causes chronic inflammation. Remember I said I'm going to give us 7. So the number 2 there is refined seed oil. Refined seed oil. Seed oil like granola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, they sound innocent. Looking at the name, they sound so innocent, like they are harmful. I mean, they are harmless rather. By the way the name sound, you just be like, granola oil, soya bean oil. How can soya bean oil be harmful? Corn oil, something like that. They sound so innocent, but they are not. They are high in omega-6. And you know that omega-6, they are fats which fueled inflammation when out of balance. So when they are not being controlled, or when they are being out of balance, like it fuels inflammation. Just like you putting fuel inside an already burning fire. You now add fuel into it. What do you think it will have? It will just boom. Everything will just burn away. So the sources to avoid: you can avoid fried foods. Fried foods. Like somebody like me now, I will boldly tell you that it's been up to more than 2 months now. I've not tested anything fried. Like I try to avoid anything fried, be it whatsoever. I try to avoid it with my food chest. Like I'm telling you with my food chest that for 2 good months now, I've not tested anything fried. I've not tested carbonated drinks. I've not tested bread. I can name all of them, a lot of things that I've not been able to. Since I discover about the negative effects they have on health, I try to avoid them. And speaking from experience, I've seen a lot of changes since then. Even in my weight, because I'm this kind of person that I've been battling with, weight loss. I've been trying to lose weight for a very long time. But ever since I discovered a lot of some natural things that I need to do, to help myself, I'm telling you with confidence that I noticed massive change in my weight, in my skin, everything. Where will the benefits of you trying to be healthy? There are a lot. So try to avoid fried foods, processed snacks like all these biscuits, cookies, them maybe plantain chips, potato chips, all these things that is frying and is being processed and then packed and then bring to the store for us to start buying. We don't know the processes they've gone through. And also, store-bought salad dressing. Try avoiding them. I actually explained this before. Try You can replace this thing, you can switch them. Remember I said I will tell you the ones you should avoid, and I will tell you the ones you can switch them to, the ones you should eat instead. So you can actually switch these things that I mentioned. You can actually switch them with, let's say, extra virgin oil. You can switch with avocado oil or coconut oil for cooking. So doing this, your joints and your guts will feel different within weeks, I assure you. Within weeks, you will notice a massive change in your joints and your gut health. So, I don't know, so far so good. If you have any question, you can still drop your question on the comment section. If you have any contribution, I like when when it's being interactive. So if you have any question, if you have any contribution, please do well to drop them in the comment section. So the number 3 thing you should avoid is gluten for some. Yeah, gluten can trigger inflammation, especially in people with sensitivities. Yeah, leaky gut, or let's say autoimmune condition. So there are things you should avoid, like white bread, pasta, and then baked goods. Instead of taking white bread, pasta, and the rest of them, why not try them? Try brown rice, buckwheat, almond or coconut flour. You know, go gluten free for, let's say, for 21 days, and then you see how your body responds to it. So this will actually help you to know if your body, is sensitive to some things. Another thing, number 4, is dairy. Should I say dairy or dairy? Dairy. It's also for some, because this dairy is inflammation for many, especially pasteurized cow's milk. It can cause bloating. It can cause acne. Yes. It can even cause sinus issues and fatigue. So avoid taking ice cream. A lot of people are on this table. There are people that you cannot tell them to stay away from taking ice cream, let's say for 1 month or thereabouts. So you can actually try not taking ice cream. Try not taking too much sugar. Try not taking ice cream, cheese, and then milk in coffee. So there are things you can actually swap them with. You can swap ice cream with coconut or almond milk. These are more healthier. You can swap your cheese with cashew cheese. Plant-based yogurt, your milk, and you can swap them with plant-based yogurt. Some people tolerate fermented dairy like kefir, or let's say plain Greek yogurt, but test it for yourself first to know if you can actually tolerate those, because it's not everybody that enjoy taking that. Good evening, sir. It's not everybody that enjoy taking that. So you can actually try them yourself, and then know if you fall into the category of people that can take it or people that cannot, or that does not enjoy it. So number five is artificial additives. Artificial addictive. Your body doesn't, your body doesn't recognize preservatives and artificial sweeteners. They irritate your gut and your immune system. When you are always, when if you are someone that is addictive to preservative things, artificial sweeteners, they are not healthy for your body. They are they irritate your gut and your immune system. Common culprits are aspartame in dot sodas. We have MSG, which is the magnesium, which are found in the seasoning cubes and takeouts. In our soda, you get the aspartame. They are found in the soda that we consume. While the MSG, which is the magnesium, are found in the seasoning cubes. So just imagine if you are the type, like I watch, there are sometimes I watch all this, will I say, sometimes I feel that they are just creating content because I was watching something on Facebook the other day. The person said, okay, in the title, she said, "Cook beans with me today." So, what actually made me want to talk about this was the number of Maggi cubes that she packed into. That beans shouldn't be more than, let's say, 4 cups. That is max. Let's say 4 cups. This lady packed 12 cubes of Maggi. Like she, oh my God. When she was opening the Maggi cube, I was like, what is happening here? Are we doing festival here? She opened 12 cubes of Maggi. For what now? Like, for what? Who die? Who you want bury? How can you be cooking 4 cups of beans with 12 cubes of Maggi? What are you trying to achieve? Like, when I watched this and I just angrily swiped away, I was just like, what is this person trying to tell us? What is she trying to teach us here? Because what I saw her doing was actually, in fact, it wasn't healthy at all. A lot of things are at risk. Your gut's health is at risk. Your liver is at risk. Your kidney is at risk. Which one will I mention and leave each? A lot of things are at risk. You're causing inflammation to your body. But at a point, I was like, maybe she's just creating content that this can't actually be real. But why create content with something that's, because a lot of people might be watching and then they would think that she's doing the right thing. And tomorrow, because I know a lot of people that doesn't know how to cook, that if they want to cook, they will just go online to search, okay, how to cook this, how to do this, try to get informations online. Okay, now if a person in that category should search on how to prepare beans and then come across something like that, what do you think will happen? And the person decided to copy such method. So to me, I think that even sometimes when we are trying to create content, why not create content with something real, with something that is educative and something that is more that people can actually learn from. So I just ruled it that she's just creating content that it can't actually be true, that she can't actually be preparing 4 cups of beans with 12 cubes of Maggi. So I just ruled it like that. So in whatever you do, always make sure that man, I'm having network is fluctuating. So always make sure that you eat healthy. Always try to eat healthy. Another thing is food dyes. Food dyes. You know, a lot of us don't know that there are some food that contains dyes, artificial dyes, candies, some of the candies that we consume. For example, you see all these candies, like we said, all these sticks. See some have red, some are red color, some are green, some yellow. You know, they have a lot of colors. All those things are fruit dyes. Yes. So even some snacks that we consume too. So you can actually replace them with whole foods. Whole foods, organic, organic food when possible. Instead of consuming all these artificial made food, you can consume whole foods because you can actually try minimal ingredients on the label. When you went to buy maybe groceries, try to read the labels, get the ones that have minimal ingredients on the label. It can actually help you. And another thing, look for the one that have fewer chemicals. Your body has to fight, your body has to fight inflammation. So the less inflammation you carry, the better for your body. The fewer chemicals, okay, let me come again. The fewer chemicals your body has to fight. Yes. The fewer chemicals your body has to fight, the less inflammation you carry. But when you have a lot of chemicals packed in your body, when you have a lot of chemicals full in your body, your body will, it's the inflammation that your body will have to fight will be much, which might not be, naturally cured, which might actually result to you going to hospitals or seeing a health practitioner, or even making you spend more money. So please, let's try, let's try to eat less chemicals. Let's try to consume less chemicals. Let's try to consume less chemicals and eat healthy. Another thing, which is the number 6, is alcohol. A lot of us are in fact we are victim to this particular subheading, alcohol. If you can please stop taking alcohol. Regular alcohol disrupts it disrupts your gut bacteria. It takes your liver and fuels your systematic inflammation, even in moderate amounts. Some will tell you that they don't take too much, that maybe in a day they just take 1 bottle. Like I was opportune to listen to some people conversing the other day, and once somebody said that, in fact, it has become a habit of his that he must, that is a must, like the body is already addicted to it, that if he doesn't take it, like it will be as if he's not feeling okay or he's not feeling fine. If he's not able to take one bottle of alcohol a day, he won't get himself. Like, I was marveled when I listened to him talking, because at that point, telling him to stop is like killing him, because he's already addicted. And that is a problem. When you're addicted to something, to stop it is a very big problem. You can't just tell a smoker to stop smoking overnight. It's not possible. Why? Because the person is addicted already. Same way you cannot tell an alcoholic to stop taking alcohol, because he's already addicted to it. Okay, now in a case of someone, fine, according to him, is not much. He's taking it in moderation. That is just one bottle per day. And the funniest part is that he must take it at night. Let's say within the hours of 11 slash, let's say 10:30, 11:30, between 10:30 to 11:30 every night. After meals, he drinks and then he goes to bed. That if he doesn't take it, he won't be able to sleep. Like, and if he wake up in the morning, that his body will be as if he's sick. Like, I don't know what to say to this particular person, because I was opportune to listen to them. Though I wasn't included in that conversation, but I was opportune to hear them talk. So within me, I was just trying to, I was trying to understand what is actually happening here. Can this actually be true? Can someone be, be this addictive? So I urge us, whatever you do, even though you're trying to say you're taking it in moderate quantity, they are not healthy for you at all. They are not helpful for you at all. They are not healthy at all. So instead of daily wine, instead of that taking wine every day, instead of taking cocktails, why not try kombucha? Why not try sparkling water? I always talk about this. Why not try sparkling water with lemon, with squeezed lemon inside it? It will help you. It will help you more than taking alcohol will. Why not try some herbal teas? We've actually talked about that herbal tea, herbal mocktails. They are more beneficial and more healthier to you than cocktails and alcohol and wine. So even reducing your intake of weekends only can make a difference. So you can actually start by, because I see a lot of people, they will tell you that they don't drink during weekdays, that they only drink on weekend, and that weekend that they can drink to stupor. So you don't drink during the week. Now on weekend you drank to stupor. Messing making the let's say this 5 days that you were absent from drinking a waste. Maybe during the weekend, which is Saturday, Sunday, you would drink 60% consuming like 6 bottles on Saturday, 6 bottles on Sunday, which is total of 12 bottles. So you abstaining on the weekdays, it makes no difference. It's just like you consume the ones you are not able to drink during the weekdays. So when you reduce the quantity you take during the weekend only, it can actually start by making a difference. In as much as it's about for so idiot. So the number 7 of it is processed food. Processed food. I know, a lot of people are on this too. All these Indomie generations, they cannot deal without taking noodles. I tell you this, you see this Indomie everything, it has no health benefits. It has zero health benefits. So if it comes in a box, a bag or a wrapper, and has 10 plus ingredients, it's probably inflammatory. A package of processed food was brought. Then looking at the ingredients, it has more than 10 ingredients plus. Just know it in your mind that this food is probably inflammatory. Examples of those food are instant noodles. I just said it here without, just said it here. Instant noodles, frozen dinner, chips and crackers. They have a lot of, what's it called? Ingredients. So you can actually use anti-inflammatory swabs. Anti-inflammatory swabs like homemade meals. Homemade meals with herbs and spices. Sweet potatoes, lentils and leafy greens, fresh meat or plant protein. Remember, real food heals. Processed food hides. When you eat real food, it heals you. But when you eat processed food, it hides a lot of things away from you. So I believe you are not going to choose to eat unhealthy food. Rather, you choose to eat healthy. Because nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to be seen or known as a sickler. Everybody wants to be healthy. So I know you will choose to eat healthy. So when you eat real food heals you. So anti-inflammatory power foods to truly heal, that don't just remove the bad, they don't just remove the bad, but they also add the good. So those top anti-inflammatory foods are a lot of things that we neglect. These are the things that we neglect. We see them as not necessary. Some will tell you that they don't eat them. Number one of them is turmeric. See this turmeric you see? Turmeric is a very powerful anti-inflammatory food. See turmeric plus black pepper. You see ginger. You see berries, leafy greens like spinach, omega-3s like chia seed, flax, and salmon green tea. So build every meal around color, fiber and healthy fats. Build every meal around color, fiber, healthy fats, and clean protein. So I'll just give us a one example of what's it called? Of anti-inflammatory meals. Of anti-inflammatory meal idea that a practical example of anti-inflammatory use, to help support your anti-inflammatory lifestyle. So let me start from breakfast. Maybe in the morning, you can decide to go for chai pudding. Chai pudding with berries and then flaxseed, or avocado toast. on gluten-free bread. Then for lunch, you might decide to do grilled salami, grilled salami salad with olive oil, or you can go for lentil stew with leafy greens. Then for dinner, you might decide to go for quinoa bowl with roasted veggies and tahini, or maybe sweet potato curry with ginger and spinach snacks. Then if you can decide to snack, maybe if you want to snack on something, you can snack on walnuts or sliced cucumber and then hummus, or you can snack on herbal tea. So these are healthy. These are just a practical example. I just mentioned a practical example of what I've been trying to talk about here. Practical example of what I've been trying to, of all these big English I've been speaking since. And it's not just what you eat, it is how you live. It's not all about what you consume, it's not all about what you eat, it's about how you live your life. So there are daily inflammatory factors that you can actually do to help you. Number one is sleep. Try to sleep 7 to 9 hours. Boils down to what we've been talking about since. Boils down to the lectures we've been having here since. Notice that when you have a quality sleep, it has a lot of health benefits. It has a lot of health benefits. So quality sleep actually helps you to fight inflammatories. So try to sleep 7 to 9 hours every day. Try to, walk at least 30 minutes every day. Always walk. Maybe if you don't even if you don't have time to go to the gym to exercise, you can just walk around for 30 minutes. Just move around, just move your body. Walk around for 30 minutes. You can laugh, you can pray, you can meditate. These are also inflammatory fighters. Laughing. Always laugh. Don't always be the type that every time they see you, your face is always You're always squeezing your face. Someone will just look at your face and the person will just get frightened. You are not, they can never see you smile. So try laughing more often. Try to pray, meditate. You can just do 2 to 3, maybe when you feel like you're being stressed out, you can just, meditate. Stay hydrated. Boils down again to hydration. Aim to drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Stay hydrated. Always know when to take water. Always know when you should drink water. Don't wait until you feel thirsty before you drink water. Don't wait until you feel thirsty before you drink water. Aim to drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water every day. Another thing is breathe deeply. That is, even if for 3 minutes a day, just take a deep breath. Even if for 3 minutes in a day, it reduces stress inflammation. It reduces stress inflammation. So your lifestyle is your medicine. The way you choose to live your life, it can either marry you or it mar you. So your lifestyles matters a lot. Lifestyle matters a lot. Your lifestyle is your medicine, is your hidden charm. Let me use that word. Your lifestyle is your hidden charm. So let's run a quick recap on the 7 foods. 7 food that fuels inflammations. Let's run a quick recap. So the number 1 there is sugar. Sugar, the ogbonge, the baba of them all is sugar. Remember what we talked about, what we said about sugar and what you can replace them with. You know, there are things you can replace this too much sugar with. So the soda aspect of it, you can actually replace them with sparkling water plus lemon. Then we have the seed oil, and we talk about what you can replace this seed oil with, which you can replace them with avocado, coconut oil, and lots of them, and extra virgin oil. These are more healthier than this seed oil. Looking at them, they will look innocent and sound innocent, especially when you call the soya bean oil. People just be like soya bean oil. They sound innocent, but they are not. Now we have the dairy at what's it called? Gluten. Yeah, we have gluten. We have the dairy, and we have artificial addictive. When you're being addicted to artificial things, artificial sweeteners, when you're being addicted to those things, they causes inflammations to your body. They causes problem to your body. And then we have alcohol. Yes, that's number 6 of them. We have alcohol, which is a very big problem to a whole lot of us, battling to stop taking alcohol, especially when you're addicted. So we talked about what you can replace these alcohols with. Yes. So we talked about processed food. Processed food like noodles, etc. There are a lot. Not just noodles, but noodles is the bonge of them. That's why I'm always talking about them. And we also mentioned the things that you can actually replace them with. You can actually replace them with real food. All these things that is mentioned, you can actually replace them with the real, whole, colorful foods. And your body will transform. When you when you give your body what it needs, you see your body doing what transforms to, your body will transform. So I'll add, you are not broken. You are not broken. You are just inflamed. And when someone is inflamed, you can be healed. So maybe you find yourself battling with one sickness or the other today. Don't take it as is the end of the road for you. Don't take it as the end of the road for you. You can actually be healed from it. You can actually get your healings. So if this thing that we've been talking for the past close to 1 hour now, if it gives you a clarity, why not give this video a like? Why not share it with someone you love? And subscribe Subscribe to get more healthy resets. You know, this is your time. Reset and take back your life. Don't wait for anybody. Don't procrastinate. Do it today, and your body will thank you. And your body will be, and you yourself, you'll be glad you make that change today. So, thank you all. I think we've come to the end of today's video. We've come to the end of today's talk. And as I said, please, if you have any question or any contribution, please do well to put them down in the comment section. And if you've been with me from the beginning of this video up to this moment, I want to say a special thank you to you. You know, thank you for being part of my family. Please share this video, like, comment, and share. See you guys in my next video. And don't forget, I love you all.